Hey, welcome back everybody. Sign here again with another episode of my FTB Oceanblock 2 playthrough. And I was looking through recipes and I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit now because we spent a couple episodes bringing this thing in. And I just was going through and the QIO has either been changed for this pack or it's just cheaper than I'm used to. It's very cheap to bring in a QIO system. I mean, this one just needs diamond green crystals, which is, honestly just diamonds, which I've got tons of now. And drives, and we go up to the third one, and you're like, oh, what's this? Well, we need an Ortec machine, right? The easiest one looks to be fragmenting, and one interpearl becomes 12 enderic compounds. Centrifuging, we can centrifuge sculk to get it as well, but I figured this would be, I've got tons of interpearls now. And then particle collision between redstone and rotten flesh, we'll reach that as well. And then the top tier, well, the top tier requires antimatter pellets, so that's a little bit out of reach. But apparently we can get them out of black barrels, which are found in the Rift, which I'm guessing is the end, or the equivalent thereof. Yeah, it would have been quicker to get a QIO system set up. I may actually port this over to a QIO because the QIO will be easier to upgrade. That, and we're already at 54% item types, and yeah, I'm going to have to get into a pre tier to maybe increase that. Let's see. You are probably done. Yep. There's that. We got more netherrack here. We've got a good amount of quartz now. Yeah, 25 more clusters. And I run you through this thing, right? Yeah, energized smelter. For 4x returns. Come on. There we go. And yeah, I've been producing a lot of resources off camera. I did speed up, or not speed up, but I powered up our little power plant set up over here. And this thing is max upgraded and it can't keep up. So we need to work on power here soon, right? Something else that happened is I went back to Nether and I finally got the Bastion Pound. Oh, that was not grown yet, huh? So that quest is now done. It was under Steaming Ahead. Yeah, this one. Didn't unlock anything, but yeah, give me some gold. Some experience. But I finally got that checked off. But I found Mage Bloom seeds in one of the barrels in the Nether, which is the reason I was bringing that up. With Mage Bloom, we can now make blazing mesh. This stuff here. 4 blaze rods, a diamond mesh, 4 mage blooms. This will spit out ingots instead of the little cluster things, right? But like if we blaze mesh, crushed basalt, we only get ancient debris. We don't get the netherrack out of it. So we need another way to come up with netherrack, but yeah, 50% chance of getting another quartz per netherrack with this. It's honestly not bad. So I might have to redo our sluicing setup here soon. Also, we got prismarine, because you can make that with Atomic Reconstructor. And I was looking at making power cells this episode, right? We need to get into power generation, better power generation soon. So I was looking at making the medium power cells. High power cells are actually not that bad. They're still dimensional shards, which is an issue to get right now, right? These require dimensional shards as well. So we would need 16 for one of these. And then we need 16 more to get one of the top tier, the power cell highs, right? Which, what is your thing? Yeah. That holds a lot of power. How many shards do we have right now? We have 15 shards. But you can craft shards, which is why I was making prismarine. Prismarine is the only thing I was missing, actually. But yeah, you can 9 ingredients for 1 shard, but it works. It'll work. Also, apparently we can get them out of purple barrels. We were actually... These guys can come out of red barrels. And so we can get 4 times out of red. Which is honestly not bad. I did spend a good amount of time in the nether just running around with my boat and breaking open barrels and stuff while I was looking for a bastion. And Another thing we could do is maybe start a new matter crafter soon too. But before I get into that, I'm going to want power because we want to use the flux compressors. It would just be easier just to have it run off the flux instead of a whole other power system on top of everything. Got me. Grab some of those. How are we doing over here with this stuff anyway? Frick, really? The jar cannot keep up with the silver, copper, and iron. I think iron would have to be on its own dedicated jar because it's just the ratios that everything comes through, right? So let me put the sand in here so we can get more glass going as well. Then I can come over here, and we got a sag mill set up over here. It auto outputs into here. We got a bunch of copper dust going, which we have a chance of getting multiple whenever we use the sag mill, right? Sag mill, right? Actually, it's not a chance. We get triple by running the clusters through a sag mill. It triples the ore, which is awesome. So on that note, we're going to have to redo this system over here. One of the main things about the system that's set up over here is it doesn't require power. Also, this thing, my lamp broke again. I need to see if there's a way to repair that, actually. Right? Because there is the repair miner. Extend a miner's contract by striking a deal with an Efreet. And that is Otherworldly Essence. Any miner, it looks like, okay. And this will repair it. So we still have the damage filters, right? I think the advanced filter can do that. Or it'll pull it whenever it reaches like X percentage or whatever. Not 100% certain on that one. But too bad we don't have, like, you know, the cyclic anvils, right? Although we do have Icinium and Mechanical Fusion Anvil. Yeah, it's for special items. All right, that's the thing. Anvil on the stick, which is probably just an anvil on a stick, yeah. But you can rename things on the go. Or repair, you know. Over here... Okay, yeah, I got rid of the recipe. I ran wood essence through here and I was having this thing also spit out trees, logs, right? I was going with oak, right? Which I just scrolled past, right? This one, here we go. Oh, that's an inventory full of wood. Here. Do that. Alright, so how are we doing on oak now? 5,000. Yeah. I don't need to worry about a tree farm so much, which is nice. So power cells, right? Let's go back to the power cell thing. Because I need to get more generators up and running. So we're going to need machine frames. Alright. I want to have batteries set up before we get into... Oh, that's a stack of those things, okay. More than I thought. I'm going to need... Let me stack, thank you. But the other thing is I can't really hook up like a storage drawer bank to this storage system as far as I know. I'll have to look into it more, but... Okay, well, there's, 64. That's fine. We'll just do that now. And now we have 16 low power cells. That was easy, right? This is the one that's going to be expensive now. Right now. Should be able to make a stack of these, though. Yeah. I ran out of prism ring. Prism ring actually takes a while to make the atomic reconstructor, because I can only do 9 at a time. So that'll get me 16 or 11 of those. What am I missing? Oh, more blocks of redstone. Okay. We've got a lot of redstone as well. Like 8,000. So 19. Oh, because I had some extra shards. Okay. Can I make like one more shard? You know what? Give me this. Yeah, each prism ring crystal takes 30,000 forge energy. So 9 takes 270,000, and then this thing takes 1,000 just to kick off no matter what. So, yeah, we're stuck with doing only 9 prism ring at a time, which is kind of unfortunate. Wrong recipe. This recipe. There we go. Now we have 20 of those. There we go. And now we have 5 of those. So we should have a decent amount of power now. Ether might be slightly problematic. I don't know how much I have, right? You tag filter from the Metacraft. Okay. How much I have, meaning witches don't drop paper, do they? I don't think they do. Although I haven't checked over here in a long time, and we got items just stacked up over here like crazy again. I need to find a good use for rotten flesh. I really do. I'm just coming over here every once in a while, just voiding like a bunch of it. I can get rid of some of that. I can get rid of that and that. We got more mob heads, very good. We got some more nautilus shells. Oh, hey, look. Bronze leggings. I don't need you. Oh, I got around to making a temporal pouch as well, which, I mean, is not really that bad. Yeah, no, we got glass bottles for days. I don't really think I'm going to need, you know, we get sugar, we get sticks from witches. Got a bunch of ender pearls too. Yeah, I need to have this pumping into a drawer system of some kind with void upgrades. I mean, I can't have all those items go into an ender chest and then into the storage over here. What the hell is that? But it would fill up my system and then I would, you know, not be able to do anything. So, prefer to avoid that if I can. I need 16 total of these, and I just... Oh, dang it. It's on cheat mode. There we go. And 16, right? So, let me, I guess... I'm going to put this here for now. No, don't do that. Now, how do power cell cards work in this version, right? Because we've had... tried doing something in the last episode or the one before with them, didn't we? What did I do with that power cell anyway? Put it somewhere, didn't I? Because you don't really have a GUI. So how does like the linking and everything else work with these, right? Is there an ARC Tools manual? There's like nothing in ARC Tools. Tablet empty, right? And doesn't really have any use. Reference remote GUIs and information. Okay. Character card, filter module. We got probe, screen link. Do I need the wrench? I need the wrench. I know I need the wrench to set the sides on the these guys. Here, let me Let's sleep. Are you grown? Yes. Thank you. Right, so if I blue, yellow, nothing. Okay. Good way up there, do I? Yes. We got it's right. Blocks right here. All right. Definitely not a parkour guy. I almost zapped myself. Right. This is currently filling up with nothing. Hey, look at that. It's filling up with power. Right. Still no GUI. Shift right click with empty hand. Nothing. And it's still unlinked. Like, how am I supposed to, like, am I supposed to interface with these things? Right. It used to be you would right click on it and it would pop open a GUI and then you could do everything inside of there. Work tool. That's for Super Factory Manager. Here, let me do that. There we go. Okay. It says used to connect dimensional shells or dimensional cells. These just work as a battery now? Do they not? Dimensional cell. Oh, this is the one I need. That's actually cheaper. Okay. So this is just, these are batteries. Okay. Right. Why would you do that, McJD? Why would you rename these things? A dimensional cell. This one doesn't require prism ring. This one holds 250,000 RF. This is the big one. And yeah, that holds, what, 4 million? Hmm. Well, let's get a couple of dimensional cells made up, right? Just basic ones here. Oh, I have just like a bunch of those machine frames, don't I? I'm going to need you, though. Make 4 for now, right? I am missing... Oh, yeah, prismarine. Okay. Quartz. Thank you. You know what? Let me... need, I think, 8. I'm going to make some prismarine seeds. I'm going to start growing the stuff. Actually, I need more. I need 5 more on top of that. So you can go into there for now, right? Let's go back over here. This thing's going to need to be at 151,000 or more. It's 115. Okay. Just have to wait a little bit here. Go. Because I need to run these through an Actually Additions crusher. So we need iron casing. Make like 4 of those just because you never know, right? Need some basic coils. Okay, can I get some redstone? There we go. Yeah, Restonia is much easier to make than, you know, Prismarine is. And then we'll just do like that. There's our crusher. Enhancement made. Doubling up. You know, it's connected to the power. It's fine. Yeah, with Crusher, I can turn prismarine shards into prismarine crystals. I need like 8 of each to make prismarine Glomeratio. I think it is this one. Yeah. So I need 4 of these, and I need 2 of each of them. So, go. And now we have a actually additions Crusher as well. So. There we go. Now you are a tier tertium. Okay. Which means we need a charged void flame seed. So I need to make void flame fuel. That's something we haven't done yet. Let's come over here. We don't have to worry about the stuff flowing everywhere because God knows what it's going to do, right? Okay, so we need you. So I need a bucket of this, which I need either Void Shimmer or Shadow Pulse goo. Is Blaze Bloom plus either one. Okay, so yeah, that's not going to be a help. Or there's mixing from Nowtech. The other one is... Void Shimmer's what I looked at. Okay, how about Shadow Pulse? Oh, well, yeah, that's going to be a thing, isn't it? It requires an Ender or another star. Requires Echo Shards and Void Shimmer goo to make Shadow Pulse. Okay, so Void Shimmer is the way to go. So we need to get into Nowtech to do that. Dang it. I am stuck having to craft this stuff by hand at this point. It's just rude, right? Alright, so where was I with the dimensional cells now? It was the need for prismarine, wasn't it? You, right. So I was going to make 4 of these, right? I think is the number I decide on. So I need like 8 more quartz. But, I mean, we're 132 nether quartz. We're getting there, right? Thing is, I had like 300 at some point in time before I started using a bunch of it up. The problem with the quartz is it doesn't last very long. All right. You there. There's our 4. Speaking of quartz, let's come over here. Oh, yeah. Pull up on freaking lapis again. We get, I think it's 12 lapis per chunk that goes into that, is that energized smelter? There you go. Oh, hey, you're done. Sweet, look at that. All right, so let's go ahead now and toss our steel up in there. And that way you can just run. All right, so we have our dimensional cells now. We're going to need to be looking at power generation of some flavor. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I'm almost like just to future-proof everything. We'll go with ethylene, right? So I need a gas-burning generator. Every time you restart the game, you have to redo your settings for this, and it's just annoying. Which is another reason I'm thinking about getting into... Oh. Nice. Electrolytic. Right. And then you have the electrolytic core. Oh. Okay. At mech generator. Something I probably should have looked at first. We do not have any mechanism generators. Well, ain't that about a bitch? Okay, well, we can make cloches. I can make steel now. Should I just go with diesel generators from immersive engineering? I mean, that could be a thing, right? Yeah, one thing I want to check. You. Ah, we have the interface. All right. So we're going to put one in here, right? And you are now linked to one, and then we're going to link the rest of them to one. And can I use the Yeta wrench to do this? No, no, it's got to be the smart wrench from Arc Tools. I thought we got to the point where mod devs were like, yeah, sure, any wrench will work on this because, you know, reasons, right? Who wants to carry around 20 frickin' wrenches? All right. All right, so diesel generator, right? Let's see, it would be heavy machinery probably? No, that's where everything else is for. Electrical grids, diesel generator. All right, so we need radiators, generators, heavy engineering blocks, redstone engineering block, steel scaffolding, and fluid pipe. So I'm going to need a good amount of steel going forward. Probably go ahead and cheat and use, well, it's not really cheating, right? I jumped ahead past the intended method to get steel. That's what I did. So I think we said it was going to be like 16 coal, right? You go into there. You go into here. You're almost done with the lapis, finally. Nice. Here, let me put you there, though, so you'll cook up first. Another reason I want to do this is this pipe is pissing me off. Fluid, click to reset. There's no option to not lock it to a fluid, though, and that is annoying. One of the reasons for steel is so I can get into mechanism mechanical pipes. Because they can move things in a one block space, which Ortec pipes can't do. Theoretically, immersive engineering can do a one block space, but it's a 2 block high thing here. So we have a good amount of water essence. I'm just going to leave that for now. Water essence, I think I can use to make clay, right? Yeah, I just need to put my dirt seeds in now. And dirt. There we go. So, in you go. Actually, I'm going to turn... I'm just going to break this, actually. You can just sit there and chill. Oh, okay, we had 6 stacks of water essence. Because 2 of them actually made it into there. That's why I disconnected the pipe. That's fine. I can also use that to make buckets of water in my system there, so... Alright, let's look at quests, though, right? Tips and tricks. Time in a pouch. If it's too slow, use some of your store time to make it faster. We got elemental seeds. I actually found an air seed in... Oh, what was it? I think it was a blue barrel. There's a chance you can get air seeds out of them, which is kind of cool. And we get a box of random seeds with Solium seed base. Okay. We got 2 of those. That's it. We put them in an imbuement chamber. Oh, speaking of which, I made another one of those and I'm gonna set up over here, making a bunch of source gems for me. How much lapis is left? Okay, it was basically the last one there. That's the only use for these, huh? Okay, yeah, you can turn both of those into GM chicken feed. Anything else under? Nope. Iron's jewelry. We got prismarine. And is there not... Yeah, it's not a quest, but this guy over here spat out actually 2 of these. Piglin Signet Ring. No damn idea. Bonus. Piglin Neutrality. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not something I'm going to worry about, but yeah, that's kind of cool. Netherite binding, yeah, that's the thing we could do. Integrated dynamics. I got cables from somewhere random. Integrated dynamics is not really something I really get into a whole lot, so I'm not too worried about it. And then we got making multi-blocks. I found an actual tier 1 machine core. And then basic logistics is pipes and a wrench, right? Pipe booster. Extract a stack per tick. Okay, that sounds good. Does need power, but a stack per tick is pretty good. Same with 40 buckets per tick. I'll have to remember that. That's pretty good. There's machine extenders, and we have all these over here. And realize to have more sides to attach more add-ons. Okay. And that is reinforced plating and a basic machine core, which is a primitive machine core surrounded by either copper or iron. And the primitives are just planks around a crafting table. So down here, time to spin. Oh, should have got that one done already. Portable energy source, the charger, tree automation, pump it up, the powered furnace, foundry, crusher, centrifuge. Separates and transforms specific items, right? Okay. Centrifuging. Platinum clump, we can get platinum gems and fluxite. What's with the gem, right? It smelts 1-to-1 into an ingot. Can I alloy? I can engrave it, really. Fluxite. Created by harvesting grit amethyst with an enderic laser. Makes, and it doubles. Now, does this wear out or what? I don't know. But that'll also give us, you know, some small copper dust, which, yep, 9. It's the same thing as the old tiny piles. Iron gem looks like a hexagonal coin. Carbon fiber strands from charcoal dust. Okay. All right, well, we're getting into, you know, stuff that we don't need to get into right now. Have you gotten the steel done yet? I know you're still working on copper, right? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Tell you what, you, actually, no, wrong one. Pull from here. Pull that out. Pull that. Why would you do that? Can I not cook steel in an energized mode? I cannot. I cannot cook steel in. That's why you're being difficult as well. Okay. Here, you go in there too. Ingot cast. Oh, yeah. Set up in the wrong spot. Oh, it's the fluid hopper. All right, and you can go there. We have regular hoppers, very good. And items keep moving around too. And it defaults back to the same configuration every time. All right, you will go here. Now here's a question, right? Got a few of these randomly. What tiers of barrels do these come from? They come from green. Okay. All right. I put you here. Oh, look at that. Nice. That's how we automate these for now, then. Goes to this, because you keep having to clear it. These called faucets, spigots, taps. Okay. That would be up here then, right? In here, maybe? Here. Yes. There we go. And we're looking to see if there's anything else I might need out here. Oh yeah, there's my other power cell. It's a power cell medium, though. Not dimensional cell. We'll put this, like, right here. All right. Oh, you're done again? Yep. Drop our charcoal up here. grab this from here finally and drop it into here. Now I'll get started on making us some more steel. So to make diesel, right, we're going to need a fermenter and a squeezer. Which those will be under heavy machinery, right? So we need, yeah, fermenter and squeezer. These are fairly cheap. We just need steel for making steel scaffolding. Come on, there we go. And scaffolding, we need steel rods. We can craft steel rods the same efficiency as if we were to do, you know, either casting it or running through a metal press. So that'll work. We need wood pipes. We need redstone engineering blocks. We need light engineering blocks. I'm just gonna get some stuff here. Okay, give me another redstone clock, right? Give me a hopper. Dang it, I equipped the wrong thing. Hopper. Like 2 stacks of iron, right? So if you go the right way, they're assigned. Okay, so you go here. Hopper will go here. You and you will go into here. And this is just going to make us 2 stacks of iron plates. Oh, is the steel done? Nice. Move you to there so you'll trigger both of those. And then this one over here, I'm just going to leave manual for now because I use this to make fused quartz and that's about it. Hey, look. We got our steel, right? So I need like probably 2 recipes of this. There we go. So there is our scaffolding done, right? JEI got away from showing... Like, I typed in engineering, so it's showing me everything from immersive engineering. That was like NEI behavior back in 1.7. It was one of the things I loved about JEI is you had to specifically search for the mod name as opposed to, you know, just typing in part of it. All right, so these we need iron sheet metal. Okay, now we get 4 per, that's not bad. Light engineering, so we need iron sheet metal and iron mechanical components. Okay, so we need some copper. Well, I got like 5,000 copper. We get like 12 of those for now. And then we're gonna go over to here. Have that out. We can go you and you. Equal to that. There we go. And let me get, well, 2 recipes of this, right? And then we need 1 recipe with the redstone engineering block, which actually didn't require a mechanical component, right? It required just the sheet metal. There we go. Another task complete. Probably need a heavy engineering. I have mechanical components. I don't have any steel plate. That's dark steel anyway. You're busy making iron plates right now, so I'll have to wait on that one. Oh well. Let's see. Immersive engineering. You, right? Which quest was I working on? It was up here. I don't know. Wow, it unlocks a lot. Yeah, we need heavy engineerings to get that unlocked. Airdrop. Hello to the west. And of course it's raining right now. Well, raining. I've got the rain shield up, which keeps it from actually raining here, but when it starts raining, it becomes foggy as hell. There it is. You good? Yeah. Alright. What do we got? Anything good this time? I mean, it's usually decent stuff anyway, right? Got a bunch more iron, array. Gold, we got advanced restock. Okay, that's not terrible, I guess, right? So I have no idea what the hell that time crystal cluster is. Another ender chest. Conjure water, I don't care about. It like jiggled for a second there. Did that. And the bastion ring, I don't need that either. I've got like 2 of those so far. Alright, void find coal, that can go away. Those can go away. Grab those. Alright. Go ahead and grab this too. I don't actually need to grab the boxes, but just handy. Also, second there, I could actually see the seafloor, and it's a good ways down. Yeah, here soon I'm going to have to actually buckle down on actually getting a real base going too. This is just like a nice, easy platform to work off of. I don't have anywhere near enough room, especially if we start getting into immersive engineering machines. Alright, so now you're down to like 2 blocks. That's not bad. I'm not sure how I'm going to do like a base setup though. I mean, do I want to just do floating platforms like this? Do I want to like make some sort of ship, you know, put everything in, or do I want to do like something suspended in the air? That all look kind of interesting. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'll come up with something though, right? It's a lot of stuff. Honestly, I should have an ender chest here instead of a barrel. It just puts everything into here, which then pipes into the system. Alright, so I needed pipes also for these things, right? You and you can go away. That's where you're going to hold on to that for now. I'm going to put the regular power cells away, right? Keep the dimensional cells out. We're going to need treated wood barrels, which is like that, right? We're going to need more iron sheet metal. Hey, is it done? Done. Nice. Oh, I'm going to need some steel fences as well. Actually, we still had some steel in here, right? Exactly enough steel, because I only need 3 fences at the moment. There we go. We're going to need a piston. Need some more iron sheet metal. Decorative and sturdy. Let me go ahead then and we'll do this up. Not that. And we'll make up some heavy engineering blocks, which I don't need right this second. But I did want to get this quest done. It's only experience, but it will unlock the rest, like the fermenter, and there's the mixer. Where's my squeezer at? Oh, over here. You want me? That's annoying. Wants me to make a crusher first, so we can make coke dust. Just the squeezer to the hot graphite to graphite electrode. All right, fine, whatever. I'm making the squeezer so I can make biofuel though, or biodiesel. Here's a question. What am I forgetting? I need 4 cauldrons. Something I always forget about. Is whoever uses cauldrons, really. Alright, so the fermenter is done. And then we need to go to the squeezer, and squeezer is done. We don't have like a projector or anything, do we? No, that's an immersive petroleum thing, and that's not in this pack. Okay, so scaffolding first. It's going to be like 1, 2, 3, there, there, and there. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, there, there, and there. We're going to need fluid pipes. Like that. We're going to need light engineerings. Up to a certain point, these machines are made exactly the same. We're going to need redstone engineerings, which I think go... Is it there? Yes, yeah, it's there. Okay. There, and then there. I need my 4 cauldrons for you. And our sheet metal will go on top of this. And over here, we're going to need 4 barrels. We're going to need a piston right there, but it needs to be pointing down, which I'll take care of in a second here. Will you work? Oh, yeah, you work exactly like I wanted you to. Then we need our engineer's hammer, right? Fermenter. Squeezer. There we go. Done. And I have the outputs right here facing each other. They're only 4 blocks apart. Can it make nut milk? Something I've never really been impressed with, actually. Ideally, these should be 7 blocks apart for just elegance and piping, but yeah, any distance will work as long as they are, really aren't touching each other. Now, this thing is going to need... Can you see that? Oh, no, not really. A squeezer, right? It doesn't even show up in JEI. Are we even using JEI anymore at this point? I have no idea. Of plant oil. Yeah, I mean, just industrial hemp seeds. Uses. Squeezer. Vegetable oil from Pneumaticraft. Okay, same thing, basically. They just or dictionary everything together. And we need to run through the fluid mixer from Pneumaticraft. Refinery. Refinery, right? Observe refinery. Acetaldehyde. It's made in a refinery. Okay, just show me everything for the refinery. Okay, we can make phenolic resin and acetaldehyde. That's it. We cannot make biodiesel this way. It's always annoying when mod packs do that. All right, so we need the mixer. We may just look up diesel, right? Is there somewhere else to make this stuff? High-cetane biodiesel has no recipe. Biodiesel from Pneumaticraft. It's only made in the fluid mixer. So that is something we need to make, right? I can probably get rid of that and that now. And that. Probably those as well. There we go. So vegetable oil plus ethanol. Ethanol is made in the industrial fermenter. Thank goodness for that one. And wonderful thing is we can use melons for this. The reason I say wonderful is that you can grow melon blocks inside of a cloche. break them down into 9 slices and then feed them into here, and it's about the fastest way to produce ethanol. I mean, unless you have insane amounts of honey laying around, but yeah, like I have that right now. Right, and then for vegetable oil, in a squeezer, pumpkins might be the way to go. Because I can grow pumpkins, I can then get the occasional extra pumpkin seed. It's loosened that way, but I can run them through a precision. Oh, that just gives me carved pumpkins, though. If I craft a pumpkin by itself, I get 4 seeds straight across without a problem. That's the way to do it. And then per growth of the cloche, we'll get 160 millibuckets of vegetable oil, and we'll get 180 millibuckets of ethanol. And then run it through the fluid mixer in equal proportions, and we will get twice the amount of biodiesel. And we'll also get some glycerin or glycerol, which we can use for some pneumatic craft stuff, but also we can just use as fuel. So, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. We got power storage, not in place yet, and we made some progress on getting, better power production going. It's a shame ethylene is not a thing, but oh well. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, signing out. Have fun.